Hello everyone, welcome back to Full Throttle Online. I'm your host Doug Townsend, as always joined by owner-promoter of Full Throttle Motor Speedway, Gord Bennett. Gord, another week has passed in Full Throttle Nation. No meetings this past weekend, so we don't have any rules to go over there, but we do have the Outlaw Late Model class meeting coming up this Saturday.
Yeah, Outlaw Late Models. There was a meeting for a series that's going around Ontario. They had one last weekend, I guess, and they talked all about what they were going to do, and we're going to do show what we're going to do this year.
Yeah.
So we have a 1 o'clock on the 13th, which is Saturday. We're going to be upstairs here in the main building, and we're going to talk about some different stuff that goes on with the Outlaw Late Models. And the Outlaw Late Model, like I said in the past, is late models of all different types. This is I call it Outlaw Late Model, not because of the body style, because of it's kind of open to blending all forms of late models in Ontario. I think it's time to there's a couple different directions. I'm just looking for something that's cost alternative to what's possibly going on around Ontario here. So I think I looked at the cars that we have at the Speedway and the possibility of other cars that might not fit into other places, and like I said with all the classes, is we are going to try and bring in people here by working hard and doing a bunch of different stuff, incentives to make sure these guys have to at least think about why they shouldn't be coming here. Not like we're gonna do our best.
Yeah, and again, it's another class where you're adapting the rules and bringing the rules kind of maybe back a step from where a lot of people are going. For a lot of these guys that, I mean, they've parked their machines because of costs.
Yeah, well, I look at a couple things. I looked at that sometimes in the late models, we're a little quarter-mile bull ring.
Yeah.
Not just us, all the tracks around. There might be one being built, Cayuga, which I'm happy is coming back in. It doesn't really affect us, but it hopefully helps racing.
Yeah.
So from our standpoint, little quarter-mile bull rings, you don't need $5,000 template bodies. Like a piece of tubing back bumper, open up backs, do some stuff, and hopefully the guys will, it might, you don't have to change anything.
No.
Like, you can come as a limited late model as you were last year. I didn't say, hey, you got to scrap everything you got, spend a bunch of money. This is about a 2, 3, 5 year plan. The rules are locked in for 3 years, and we're going to talk about it on next Saturday.
Yeah, so this Saturday the 13th, 1 o'clock down here in the main building here at Full Throttle Motor Speedway. Come with your ideas, come with your thoughts, and come with your energy, and we'll put it all together for you in 2015.
Oh yeah, like I've thought about the whole thing, and it's still open. They're still open for discussion.
Yeah.
It's majority rules.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to save them from themselves. So.
Yeah. All right. The big news in the past 7 days, you made the announcement on Facebook. Contingency Connection out of the U.S.
Absolutely.
That's going to be a huge thing, and it's going to put a lot more dollars in the racers' pockets.
Absolutely. If your ears don't perk up with over $50,000 in contingency bonuses, and if you're not aware what contingency bonuses are, it's those little stickers that go on your front fenders of your car.
Yeah.
You actually can get paid for that.
Yeah.
So we have, I think there's Contingency Connection has over 100 different sponsors that go on the cars, possibly 200. So, if you add it up, it's $3,000 extra a night that we're handing out up and above any track around Ontario.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. There's a track up in Sault Ste. Marie, and it's in Ontario, but it's 12 hours away in Ontario. So, yeah.
And this is over and above the regular payouts that they're that they're normally going to receive.
It will come some will be cash type of certificates.
Yeah.
It could be parts. It could be different stuff. They all have different programs. So you become part of the program. We actually the lady that Jackie is her name, and she runs the Contingency Connection, and she's actually going to be in PRI this weekend selling Full Throttle Motor Speedway to all these manufacturers for us. So we're doing good. Yeah. So we perked everybody's ears with all this stuff that we're doing, and that's about all you can do.
Yeah, and again, that's only going to enhance our own sponsorship work that we do here at Full Throttle.
And the other thing is like your membership, when you buy a Full Throttle Motor Speedway membership, the money directly goes towards this incentive, the Contingency Connection.
Yeah.
So if you're interested, contingencyconnection.com, go have a look, and we'll be one of the 60 tracks, I think, across Canada, United States. So big deal. It's a big deal.
And these guys are connected with the big players.
Oh yeah.
With NASCAR, with NHRA, IHRA.
Yeah. Full Throttle Motor Speedway is legitimate now, right? So yeah.
Super trucks. Some announcements went on with the super trucks this past week, and an association that's coming on with them.
Yeah, we are definitely having the super trucks this year. It's a little bit different than the other speedways. Yeah. Like I said, it's cost effective, again, as in all the classes. And we actually have Project Track Champion, Access Motorsports. If you don't know, it's Denny Snyder. He's thrown in some money and a bunch of stuff to help get it going. He's all in on it. Yeah. They're actually building a truck, and they're going to have some, what would you say, old timer
racing
big name guys. You know, like Mel Preeb and. Who else? Andy Schmidt, I think, is driving it, and Glenn Schnurr is building the truck, so it's going to be a fancy piece. Yeah. And I do know a bunch of guys, even in the pure stock division, right up to the late model division, that are actually building trucks. So,
yeah. And then also with that truck too, the nights that we haven't got one of the legends of short track driving that truck, it will also be available for arrive and drive.
Well, I don't know if he's going to do a arrive and drive, or if we're going to actually have some people maybe do a few laps, you know, because that's a pretty serious, even though they're like a pure stock style of truck, they're still going to be fast. Yeah. That'll probably be one of the faster classes at the track.
Yeah. So, that will be interesting to see how that plays out this summer. All right, Christmas passes, they're still available?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Tis the season.
Tis the season.
So, you know, if you can't think of what you want for your, you know, your father, your mother, your kids, whatever, you know, we put a real good economical packages together. You know, was it as low as $190 for the whole season?
Yeah, for the grandstand. Yeah. Adult grandstand is $190 plus 2 t-shirts. And the deal that I think the racers got to be jumping on, and is the pit one. $420.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to throw in the driver's membership, which is $125 value there. The whole package, the savings on the whole package is $230.
Well, when you get your membership, you get that Contingency Connection. Yeah. You know, get the chance to go for all that bonus hardware. Yeah. So, that's a big discount. Yeah, so you know, it's good. It's Christmas. Yeah, I feel like giving.
Yeah, and as I say, you know, when guys are looking at their budgets and stuff and what it's costing them and the price to get in, there's $230 saving right there. So, all right, on the technological side, I guess this week, Luke Deakins is coming on board with us.
Yeah. Luke, he was. Came here last week or this week, I guess it was, over the course of the week there, and we were talking about stuff. I asked him what he could do, what his ideas were, what my ideas with the Full Throttle productions were, with all the cameras as you see. So he's not with us tonight. He's actually putting together all the promo part before that you'd see what we're watching here now, and doing all the edit stuff and putting together green screens and so all kinds of music with this whole thing. So, but we're just we're live and uncut as first 4 episodes now.
Yeah, episode 4.
So, but after when Luke puts his hands on it, it'll transpire into a full production. Like, we want to do it good enough that it's not only good enough for this speedway, but possibly for other speedways. I'm all for racing. If you know me at all, when it comes to racing, I'm not just about full throttle. I'm about racing. You know, I think that every speedway around the province I don't need to steal cars from another track. I don't need to steal people from another track. I think at all tracks, as many that are left, need to be sacred grounds and built.
And promoted.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I'm not against it.
No, so this is all basically being done for racing as a whole, as opposed to...
It involves our speedway with the Full Throttle Productions. Yeah. So, but, you know, I would hope that it's good enough. If it's good enough for us, hopefully it's good enough for other people. So.
It is, yes. All right, the other thing we're stepping up this year, coming up too, is our website, and the amount of content and the look and the feel and the interaction and everything on the website. Yeah,
well, we'll be able to do a lot of different stuff that we haven't been able to in the past. You know, Jane's done an awesome job. Now it's time to step up, and we want to get some online purchases, like so you can buy tickets for a night for any event during the season. You know, any apparel, different stuff, and we want to be very interactive. That's the whole thing, is try and bring people to our site and direct them to all the different stuff, like videos like you would see now. Live streaming, like we're putting together stuff. Luke Deacons is putting together all this stuff so we can do live streaming start to finish every Friday night or Saturday night, or any event that we have at the Speedway. So that's it's a big undertaking, absolutely. But we're at that right now as well.
Excellent. All right, and I guess the last thing that we come to this week before we wrap it up is sponsorship, and a lot of it boils back to, I mean, anyone that's sitting out there watching this, and this is not only for the fans and the drivers, but for the sponsors too that are watching this. Full Throttle Motor Speedway, you gotta figure out, you know, why would you not want to be a part of everything that's going on here? We're taking the place to another level that has not been done, definitely not here, not done at a lot of other tracks in Ontario. We're looking at things differently, we're approaching things differently, and we're cutting edge on a lot of the things we're doing.
The old adage of, somebody told me a long time ago, if it's snowing real bad out and you sit in your living room and you look out your window, you don't get your driveway shoveled. If you're out there working away, it's funny how all the neighbors come and everybody does it together. So that's my thing. I keep working hard. You know, work, and try and be smart about every move that we make. Not everyone works perfect, but you know, at least if I'm out there trying, people are gonna start to notice, and you know, I guess it would be no different. And I've told you this in the past, and I tell lots of people, when it comes, the racetrack is like a race car. You know, if your car's pushing, and you come back the next week and your car's pushing, and you come back the next week and your car's pushing, it's your own fault. I just, you know, I'm out to win. When I was behind the wheel, it was all about, you know, first to the checker flag. You know, so I got to do what I have to do to make sure it's best for myself, my family, and every racer and every fan that comes to Full Throttle, everyone that comes through that gate. You know, so we're one big family at Full Throttle Nation, right?
We are so. So if you're interested in racing here at Full Throttle and you want more information on that, Gord's your man to talk to at or email him at fullthrottlemotorspeedway@gmail.com. And also, if you want a sponsor package, you can get to Gord through that email, or you can email me directly at doug.townsend@fullthrottlemotorspeedway.com.
And one final little note, cleanup note.
Cleanup note?
Friday, December 12th is my wife's birthday. She's going to be 50 years old, and I want to wish her a happy birthday. She's a key part to our Speedway.
She is.
So everybody that sees this, just give her a note and wish her a happy birthday.
All right. And on that,
and she's a camera person right now. She's behind the scenes here. She's
and you can't see what she's telling him. All right. So that will wrap it up for episode 4, and next week we will be back with the highlights from the meeting for the Outlaw late models and all the other happenings that's gone on in the Full Throttle Nation.
And we're getting that much closer to Christmas again.
We are so.
Don't forget about the passes.
That's right. All right. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a Full Throttle production.